Hello and welcome. This is Anthony Edavia. If you're watching this recording, you have made an investment in your future as a salesperson. You have purchased my two-part webinar series, The Selling Edge. Congratulations. This recording will assist you in setting up your profile on the My Everything DiSC app. With me today is my colleague and friend, Risa D. Booker. She has not yet set up her profile, so I thought this would be a great way to have you see step-by-step an example of how you'll be creating your very own profile. Risa, are you ready?
I am. Thank you.
Great. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to share your desktop so that everyone can see step-by-step what I'm going to talk you through in creating this profile.
All right. I'm in process. There, I think you have it.
Great. What I'm seeing now is Risa's email platform. We use Outlook here at Reed Duggar Consulting Group. I need everybody to get to their email platform and look for an email that was sent to you by Reed Duggar Consulting Group. And then the subject line would say, your Everything DiSC sales profile now has access to myeverythingdisc.com. And there it is.
Anthony, I see here that we have even more than that. We have access to myeverythingdisc.com. And that on this platform there are going to be some comparison reports. Certainly our guests don't know about that yet, but it's certainly something that they're going to want to use a lot. I see that I can have access to my style there too. And I'm guessing that that's not only going to house my style, but that it's going to give me information over time about my style, more education, and that would be a good thing. The third thing I see, or fourth thing that I see there, is that there's information about my customers. That's going to be really key to the sales folks who are on the phone right now, and one of the gems of this system. So I'm looking forward to setting up and learning how I have access.
Great. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. All we're going to do today is we're going to do some prep work for the second webinar, and we're going to have them set up their profile. Something I want to mention right off the bat before we get started, I did mention that the email is coming from Reed Duggar Consulting Group. The email address would say wbooker@inscape-epic.com. So if you're having problems finding it, then that would be a different way as well. So I just want to make sure people can find their email efficiently. All right. As you notice on the email, there are two ways for you to set up this profile. The first link actually has the web address and attaches your access code. That is the most efficient way to do so. But for some reason, if you're not able to get to that link, or that link is corrupt or has some anomalies, and we all know computer anomalies happen, there is a secondary way to do that, where you would just copy and paste this link, and then you would supply your access code that they supply underneath. What we're going to do is we're going to walk you through the first process, the most efficient one. And if at any time during this recording or in this process, our contact numbers are on the bottom of this email as well, so feel free to call us if you have any issues as well. So let's get started. Risa, why don't you go ahead and press the link, and let's get this started.
Okay.
Okay. And there it is. So what we're seeing here is the opening page, and it's now saying, do I want to create an account? And yes, how do I create an account? So those would be instructions for you to how to do that, but we're going to walk you through that. So let's go to myeverythingdisc.com.
Right here, this button?
Yes, that's the one.
Let's go.
Okay. Now, Risa does not yet have one, but this is how you would log in after you've created your profile. So we're going to go to the bottom of this square, and we're going to create an account.
Aha. All right.
So you want to fill in your first name and, of course, your last name and the email address. Now, I would encourage you to use an email address that remains constant, that you would feel remains constant throughout your lifetime. I know it's kind of hard, but we all have personal emails that we'd rather use. Be careful when you use a business email, because if you leave your company, you're going to have to make changes as well. So think this through. So
I'm committed to this one as a lifetime email.
And I wonder why. Okay, and it's asking you to confirm your email. Great, because, we just want to make sure you have your right email. Sometimes we misspell every now and then. And this part is optional. Risa is going to include her company name. And then Risa will create an 8-character password that only she will know. But we don't want to see it, so she'll keep it hidden. And as you notice, it'll tell you the strength of it, if it's too short, and hers is medium. So if she's happy with that, she's going for strong now.
Well, it's a few more than 8 characters, but I see that that's okay.
Yes. In this case, more is better. So go ahead and click Create Account, Risa.
All right.
Okay. Now, it wants you to check your email for a message from myeverythingdisc.com so it can validate your new account. It's pretty much a confirmation to make sure that you're not a robot. So let's go back to your email platform, Risa.
All right, and go here and back here and look for it.
Yes.
I will send receive and see if I can speed that process along.
And why that's happening, because Risa gets lots of emails. So we're just waiting for her send receive to be complete, and she will then go to her emails for today, and she will find her link. And it's not there.
Not there
it's
yet.
not. Sometimes it takes a while to get from point A from point B, and that's okay. So in the meantime, for those of you that have purchased the webinar series, we hope that you will have a wonderful time on our first venture as we do a deep dive on all the styles. And then our second part is going to go into this app that we're setting up your profile for now.
Okay, I see that it is coming through, so there it is.
All right, now we want to activate your account on myeverythingdisc.com.
All right.
So we're just waiting for the activation. And again, these are just security processes that the Wiley company has instituted for us. So, well, why don't you go ahead and read that pop-up window for us, Risa?
Welcome to myeverythingdisc.com. We're pleased to introduce interactive learning tools that will help you better understand your DiSC style and provide you with personalized tips for working with others. For the best experience possible, we recommend you set up your account profile first.
And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're not going to skip. We're going to go to account.
Okay.
Okay. Here it prompts us immediately to a profile picture. Now, this is optional. You can have your profile picture on there, and that's just for people to see what you look like and just for people to recognize you. This is more efficient if lots of people work for the same company and you're trying to get different reports so that you can do comparison reports, but we'll get into that into the second webinar. Here, if you're going to choose an image, Risa, why don't you pick that, scroll down. There are several ways for you to do that. You can use your LinkedIn photo, because we all know that our LinkedIn photo is our most professional portrait of ourselves, right? You can also upload a photo. So we'll show you both ways. Risa, why don't you pick the LinkedIn photo?
I'm interested to see how this works.
Okay, and it prompts you to a window saying that myeverythingdisc.com would like access to your information. Not going to sell you information, they just want to get your photo. So you put in your password to allow access.
This is my LinkedIn password.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So let's do that. All right.
And then allow access. And it's searching, and voila, there's Risa's beautiful photo from LinkedIn. Just for comparison's sake, let's choose an image that we're going to upload from our, say, our laptop or our computer. So choose image again.
Underneath my picture where
Yes.
it says choose an image? All
yes,
right.
because at any time you can change your picture on this platform as well. So let's upload a picture.
Aha. Do I have another picture?
Well, we're going to have to look for that. I think it would be in your file for pictures. So hit Browse.
All right.
And then you want to go to My Pictures.
To Pictures. And then, let's see.
And there's two beautiful pictures. So just pick one. And then upload. That's simple. It'll take a few seconds for it to. If something's wrong with the size or the quality of it, it will tell you at this point. But most of the time, they're pretty much okay. All right. And that is how you would put your profile picture into your profile if that's what you choose to do. Now, if we go down to the next level, displayed information, if you can open that up.
Anthony, could I ask a question? If they
wanted to
put some other image than their picture, they could? It's whatever
they could, yes.
Like.
Oh, yes. You can put whatever image you would like to on this platform.
Okay. All right. So go to displayed information?
Yes.
And hit plus or?
Yes. Yes, that would open up the entire. And scroll down a little so they can see what we're looking at. Here at any time, if you change organizations, this is where you would do it. If your name would change because your marital status changes, or you decide just because you want to be known from a different name, this is when you would change that as well. So.
Okay.
And then profile report. If you can uncollapse that, please. Here you can see, because of the link, your sales profile has already been incorporated into this platform. So there you are. And underneath that is privacy. Why don't you go ahead and check that so we can go through that very quickly. At any time, what it defaults is that others in the Wiley family, people that have done this similar tool or one of the family tools of Everything DiSC, can search you by name. If they know your first and last name, they'll be able to find you. Here, it allows people to find you at this time. For more privacy, you can uncheck that. I would caution everybody to not check the second one because that auto-accepts invitations to do comparison reports. And we'll get more into that on the second webinar, but this just allows you more privacy, and I caution you to just keep it that way as well. And if at any time you want to change your password, because, you know, we all should change passwords at least every 3 to 6 months, here's where you would create a new password and where you would give your current password and you would have a new password there. And then finally, primary email. Again, if you pick your organizational email, that's fine. I think that's great. If at any time you want to change that, because this will allow you to have access to it for the life of the existence of myeverythingdisc.com. And there are no anticipations of it ever going away because it's such a fabulous application and tool. Okay. And if we could just scroll up very quickly as we wrap this up. Oh, I'm sorry. Scroll back down more, Risa, please. Our information will always be at the bottom of this platform. If our company name changes, which I don't anticipate, but if our number changes, we will update that as well. I'm sorry?
It's been that way for 28 years.
Yes, yes. And then our link for our company web address is there as well. If you go all the way up, and we'll finish up, and we'll be ending this recording very shortly. At the very top, you will always see your first name and a beautiful circle indicating your style. Risa style, as you can see, is a DI. So you'll learn about that style on our first webinar, and we thank you for being on this call. Risa, is there anything that you think our viewers should be aware of at this time?
Use this, use this, use this. What we're finding with using it over years is that not only do people learn so much more about themselves and become infinitely more effective at what they do, but they are also more effective with other people with whom they work, with whom they live, and with whom they otherwise interact. So use this tool.
Great. Thank you so much. And again, Risa and I will see you on our first webinar series, and thank you so much for making the investment in your future. You've made the right choice. Thank you, and goodbye for now.
Thank you, Anthony. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.